This is Jam Nation.
With Jonesy and Amanda.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda answer the pub test. Raising the dam wall, does it pass the pub test?
Well, Dominic Perrottet, our Premier, has vowed to raise the dam wall by hell or high water, declaring that New South Wales will go it alone if the federal government doesn't come to the table and split the cost. $1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Lots of for and lots of against. Give us them in a nutshell, Brendan.
Well, they're raising the dam wall by 14 metres.
Yes, but what's the argument for it?
Well, the argument for it is you'll save all those houses downstream. So, for example,
And we store more water.
60% would have the homes in 2021 wouldn't have been flooded if they had that extra bit on top of the wall.
Some people are saying that the government should have acted sooner to make sure we had some flood mitigation. But who are against?
Well, upstream, it's a World Heritage National Park, so you're going to lose trees, Aboriginal artefacts, all that sort of stuff as well. So it's one of those things. But having said that, if they do add the 14 metres to the top of the wall, this is a flood mitigation thing. So we've got flood mitigation, but we've also got catchment area. So there's two
good things.
Two dances here. So the Labor government, they're saying, well, what we'll do is we'll reduce all the water. When it's not raining, we'll let water flow out, get rid of the water. But then what happens if we have a drought for 50 years? Then we're all drinking mud. So what they're talking about, if they raise the wall by 14 metres, it doesn't necessarily going to be running at that capacity. It's just in a situation where we have inundation of water, then they can let that water out in time. So that area, this is my undertaking of it, that area won't be flooded all the time. Would it be better to have some national park flooded or your house downstream flooded? That's what it comes down to for me, and that's my vibe.
All right, that's your vibe.
That's my vibe.
So what's your vibe? Raising the dam wall, does it pass the pub test?
We need to raise it. We drink more and we need to raise the dam to keep the water in.
Yeah, I think the dam wall should be raised. It'd save a lot of lives, and the stopping of flooding areas would be a lot better.
Definitely not. They should not raise the wall. It was intended to be that way. Mother Nature wanted the wall not to be built, and it's no good for the environment, so let Mother Nature play its course. Leave the wall as it is.
No, I don't think it does. They've had a couple of years ago, they had the perfect opportunity to clean it all out, get all the silt out and dig it deeper. Now, if they raise the wall, it's just going to flow further upstream, bring the water level upstream up higher and cause issues up there.
Yes, it does. There's so many people lost homes and all sorts of things in our floods this year. I think it will help people having us going through that all over again.
No, it doesn't pass the pub test, but we also need to look at alternatives for getting water, and we have a lot more other areas where we can either dam up or we can look at to resource for that water as opposed to raising the dam walls.
What's the calls for the pub test this morning?
We could talk about it for another 100 years, perhaps, when the next 100-year flood comes along.